Testing, testing. I'm going to do myself a favor and turn myself just a little bit. Oh, that was one more down than I wanted to. But hey, whatever. Hey guys, hey, hi, it's me. It's Tech Juncut. How you doing? Hey. With bumpers as promised. We gotta start slow. I am a little late. Unless you were watching the VOD, in which case, no, I wasn't. Don't worry about it. The main reason for that is you ever get so caught up in like a new game that you don't even really think about doing anything else, and you're just so caught up in that game, you can lose hours into it because it's so fun, and you just need more now, do more good, big, yes. I've been playing this game. It's not really new. It's been in my wishlist forever, and I just recently got a Steam sale, I think, called Skull the Hero Slayer. It's this nice, fun roguelike where you play a little skeleton man. You go and do roguelike dungeons as you continue on your quest to rescue the demon lord from weird plots by humans. It's very fun. It's very good, and I'm having a really good time. I have a very strong weakness too. We're really good roguelikes, and this is exactly that one. So I've been encapsulated by that. I didn't do as much preparation as I wanted to on the stream, and forgot to eat lunch. Well, I forgot to eat. So I've just satiated myself on some snacks. So we're not exactly hungry, but I did wish I ate more. But we get started. October 11th. Endless crosses, turnless. Nobody here though. Okay. Ooh. Ilya's hanging out at the outskirts. Who's over here at the temple? Oh, to hang out with Caster? I'm so interested to see what's up with Caster, but oh, you know what? I have to talk to each of the servants, that's right. Excuses made. Let's go! I should pick off her hood, that's cute. Go, Tura, how you doing? I'm finally at the Ryudo Temple gate. Right at the top of the long flight of stone steps. Good morning. Below the gate, somebody's busy sweeping. I think it was me who said good morning. It wouldn't be so weird if it were one of the temple monks, but it's actually Caster of all people. Her hood down over her face. This is rather suspicious. What's up with someone like her suddenly coming out in broad daylight just to sweep the steps? And where's Assassin? Shouldn't he be doing this? Oh. Should do the little elf ear wiggle. Sick. Oh my, if it isn't the boy, what brings you here today? So even you get dragged into cleaning. It kind of caught me by surprise. I didn't like that. Well, perhaps it shouldn't have. As one of the residents, she should clean something after all. Yes, I thought I'd tidy up the place. Is there a problem? Well, in that outfit, is that alright? Are you overheating? Other stuff, like her plainclothes she wears into town. I mean, those won't seem out of place, and it would look like some random parishioner busy with sweeping. What's your point? Nothing. Right, isn't there a gatekeeper? Why not ask him to sweep? He has literally nothing better to do, and I'm almost certain he can't move from the spot. Isn't Assassin Sasaki Kojiro always standing by the temple gate? Yeah. She lets out a theatrical sigh as if to underscore the point. If only that man had a shred of gallantry, I wouldn't have to go through all this trouble. Seems like he has free time, though. Yes, he does. I have told him many times already, at least go sweep the grounds if you had something to do. She's mad. Good for nothing sponger. His only skill is his mouth. It's too bad. Oh, good for nothing sponger. His only. Oh, that was set up weird. Too bad I'm only a spirit with no real body of my own. I wouldn't object if you gave me an order, but it would not do contrary. Oh wait, no, I think this her mimicking him. Okay. It's too bad I'm only a spirit with no real body of my own. I would not object if you gave me an order, but that would not be contrary to your style. Adopting physical form as sweeping requires magical energy. Compare that to the amount of magical energy spent when the master is holding a broom. Which is greater? Need I say more? That's the crap he keeps telling me. What do you think of that, boy? Seems like having minions can be tiring too. On top of that, Assassin's logic is impenetrable. Never mind her looks, underneath those robes is a true old-fashioned mage that would make Tosaka look like a lowly amateur in comparison. Ever frugal, she wouldn't use magical energy frivolously. Truly, it's far too inefficient to make servants materialize and do grunt work. Even though she herself is a servant. Perhaps I should have summoned a youngster spirit, receptive and obedient. Just like you, boy. Caster looks me over from head to toe. My body temperature dropped for a moment just now. Wouldn't it be great to have a young guy who can cook, clean, and do laundry as a familiar? Thanks? Is she praising me or making fun of the fact that I'm useless as a mage? It's a bit of both. Caster suddenly looks up at the gate with an unpleasant expression. You listening, assassin? He's nowhere in sight, only his voice is present. That's you we're talking about. You are good-for-nothing idler that sleeps all day long. It is far less useful than even this boy right here. Get my drift? Splendid indeed, a swordsman is not one of those, whose services should be needed. Rather, the true samurai should be farming the fields, raising wheat. There is no arguing the fact that this boy is more useful than me. Kojiro's tone is carefree as always, even as Caster's starting to lose it. It's hard to tell if the two really are master and servant. Or perhaps you would like to use the command spell. Now that's a nice expression. It's been a while since you've seen such a look on your face of yours. You have become too happy and relaxed lately. I find it rather interesting. Kojiro continues to tease her. I did think that his words always had thorns in them, but he's taking it to a whole new level with Caster. That is alright. Just keep doing your job as doorman. The original idea was to promote you to janitor if you don't do your work properly. Right. I will devote my whole self to this singular duty. Kojiro's voice stops. It's hard to interject when they're fighting. But just like that, boy, do you understand now? Clear as day. Do you need a hand? And she did it again. It kind of bothers me, so I asked. Did I just say something entirely unexpected? I had a hunch for a while now, boy. You really can't tell what's going on around you, can you? Say you do help me. Now Saber, who's already treating me like a sworn enemy, will be boiling with rage, no? Saber won't get mad if I just help with sweeping. Sweeping the stairs all the way to the bottom would be quite tedious, right? So, do you need help, I ask. Now, how much Saber will be angry will depend on how involved, let's say, Caster was in their version of the Grail War. It's not like I have anything else to do, and a bit of help isn't enough to invoke Heaven's wrath upon me. Caster sighs again. That lass sure found herself a handy apprentice. That lass. Tosaka. She sure orders me around. It'd be best if I refuse. Should easily find us going at it together. We're bound to have another quarrel. I see. Too bad. It just can't be helped if it's you, boy. Now, had it been Soichiro-sama, it would be a completely different story. Kazuki-sensei with a broom, sweeping silently without a word. Somehow it's pretty easy to imagine. And with Caster by his side, wife doing her husband's bidding, classic scene. Sarcastic laughter emerges from the top of the gate. Oh, it's Kojiro. What are you laughing at, assassin? That's exactly that. Soichiro-sama this. Soichiro-sama that. The way you're enamored with the man almost makes me sick. Good thing I have a bucket handy. Balderdash. And what's this about being enamored? I will not let you insult Soichiro-sama in this manner. Oh dear, excuse me for being a hooligan who doesn't even know how to serve his master properly. I haven't the slightest clue how to treat the master of my master. Get down here, assassin. I have a few things to tell you this time. Oh, that's fine with me. But your sweeping is about to stall there, correct? I will leave the part in the front gates to you. Time is precious and I am very busy. I still need to mop the floor in the main temple. Today's cleaning day, is it? Mopping the main temple floor has got to be a pretty big task. I'll make sure to catch Issei and suggest that we tackle it together. Get your ass down here! Don't be hasty. Looks like I'm not really needed here. With a light nod, I pass through the gate and step into the temple grounds. Can I not ask what they feel about the holy... Okay. It's noon now. There's somebody here at the temple, but I didn't want to take a look around. Answer... One day I'll take a picture of the chibis. Use that for something. Well, I was already at the temple. Might as well see what's over here. Oh, what? The fuck? That's odd. It should be around here somewhere. If I can't find it, maybe that means... Oh, wait, no. That's odd if it's not around here. If I can't... Oh, wait, no, it isn't. If I can't find it, maybe that means I should just give up. Whenever there was something really hard to find, something stupid always happened the moment I got my hands on it. Huh? There's a lone child here. A gorgeous looking... That's weird to say. A gorgeous looking boy with hair that looks like it was made of gold ingots and eyes as red as rubies. Hello? The boy is walking around the grounds. Maybe he lost something. Hello. Nice weather today, isn't it, Oni-san? You call that to me in a good-natured manner. Yeah. Hi. Hi, nice to see you. As I thought, you're an honest person, Oni-san. I like that a lot about you. Please do your best with that honesty from here on as well. With that, the blonde-haired child walks off. What? It's still too soon for you to come here. When you know my name and you find something that seems to be important, something good may happen if you go, to the back of the temple at this same time. What? He took off at a light pace, but even though his footsteps sounded light, his speed was equal to that of a hound. What the hell is going on? It was the Ryudo Temple in the early afternoon, and something mysterious had happened. Feels like this might be my insights as an outsider, but temples feel like mysterious places as a rule. It's just after 9 p.m. and dinner's already over. There's no major events and everyone returned to the rooms. Too early to go to bed. Let's go for a walk. For a walk. Alone. Everything's... What is happening? The moment I decided to go outside, I began to feel sick. Is it premonition or fear of something I already know? It's time to go, yet this fear is slowly creeping in on me. Now then, I have to see what's going on in town. Just adjusting my mic a little bit. Struggling to stay on my feet, I reach for the door handle. One last time. Looking back just once and make sure the image of the room is, as I leave, it stays firmly in my mind. That was running weird. It was a freezing cold night. The moment I went outside, I felt like I had been thrown into a different world. The house was the only source of definite reality, while the rest of Fuyuki was an unsteady illusion. I'm gonna go back and watch these. Go away! Go away! Go away, you go away! I could hear the panting of wild beasts in the mist. There isn't a single sign of human presence in town. I don't know who is behind it, but whoever it is, he's finally making his move.
Carlo.
Not a single human. This is just a world where everything is extinct. The house before me is in shambles. A broken door, shattered windows, a yard smeared with blood. Should I look inside? I'll find the scene of the section. This is all very strange. Especially the fact that there's not a single piece of flesh to be found anywhere. Yet the course of events that transpired here is painfully clear. Emotions I've never experienced before excite my brain. Anger and hatred mixed together in just the right proportions. I hate this mass murderer that I haven't even seen yet.
That's it. Don't say anything.
Who are you? What the hell are you? I trace the reverberating panting. Soundless howling is directed at me. Rage coming from every direction. Hostility and pleading. Hatred and envy. I feel sick down to my stomach.
I do hate you.
Oh shit, what's happening? I'm losing it. The howling changes into roaring. Jesus, it's hard to believe, yet there is no doubt. The source of the howling is crouching in front of me. What the? This thing? I know I've seen it before, yet my memory fails me. It's a little more. The moment the clock strikes midnight, everybody will tell me, and I'll remember. Somebody will tell me, and I'll remember. The thing howls again, making a screeching sound. Frequency outside my hearing range. Howl for sure, but in a voice that no human could hear.
Do you think only you will be saved?
The beast raises its head. Its eyes lock onto me and comes crawling towards me, its claws screeching against the ground. I jump backwards to avoid it. A wild swipe at the beast's claws. If I get hit by that guillotine of a claw, I'm as good as dead. I'm better than I was back then, though. This is mere child's play compared to the beating Saber bestows upon me. How often? Even with no chance of hitting me, the beast is relentless. Its arms, swinging more violently with every blow, make it seem like there's no end to its fatality.
Only you.
A stream of undulations showered me with only added to this darkness. I shouldn't have. I could have let it keep going, but I counterattacked out of fear. I moved sideways to dodge the claws and kicked its wide open side with all my might. I knew it. It wasn't that much of a threat. The unidentified beast coughs painfully on its fours, unable to get up. Hey, if you can understand what I'm saying, answer me. Are you the one that did this to Fuyuki? But that can't be right. Should they happen to meet this creature, most people will be dead without so much as a fight. That's limited to only small areas. Okay, that's just mine. Okay. That was kind of loud and I need to adjust it down. This thing can't empty out the whole town in just an hour. You don't get it, do you? I ain't asking you that. What I want to know is what the hell are you? I was going to finish. Huh? I realize that my surroundings are now flooded with these beasts. A choir of resentment sings in unity. The whole park is crawling with them. Wait, this many, 20 minutes, let alone an hour, should be more than enough to clean up the town. Tsunami steadily closes in on me. It reminds me of ants swarming over a corpse or a person thrown into a Buddhist's hell into the Buddhist hell's mountain of needles. These claws will tear me limb from limb. My body, eyeballs, skull, everything will be skewered. Start praying. Even though what's about to come is inevitable. Shut up. If you're gonna kill me, just do it. Beating yourselves like idiots. Have something to do, say, just spit it! Don't you understand? They're asking you to grant our wish. Effectively, I raised my head. Oh. A beautiful voice, resonating with silver tones. Right in the middle of the world, buried in beasts. Her was the start of it all. You. I know her. I know this woman. But that would be an hour later. There's just no consistency to this. It's frustrating. I have all the pieces to the puzzle, but you failed. It looks like you came here too early. The horde of beasts is approaching. There's no escape. Death is upon me. Oh well. Even if I do manage to run away, the same thing will happen again. Be gone, sinner. There's no place left for you to stay. Prayer-like ultimatum. Her eyelids finally close, and Amy Shirou is taken apart, the gospel-singing choruses of beasts. Luster of malice continues to spread. On the night of October 11th, Fuyuki met its end by a mountain of piled-up corpses. Restart. Heavensfield 5. Exit Heavensfield 5. Interesting. What does that mean? Oh gosh. What? Wow, just kicked right back out to the start? Start the game from the beginning. Flags are kept. Okay. Alright, okay. Let's go see how Tyga's doing. I guess. Well then. I have some spare time, so let's clean up the room. I have a lot of stuff, so it shouldn't take too long. Or so I think. Day by day, the amount of stuff is mysteriously increasing. Or if rabbits start breeding junk in here whenever I look away. Rabbits, mice, whatever. I know the source of this influx. I know, but I can't really do anything about it. Well, let's start with some vacuuming. However, once I get the vacuum cleaner out, I spontaneously get the urge to clean the neighboring rooms, the other rooms, and so on. Until the end, I'll only be satisfied after cleaning the entire main wing. Cleaning is really relaxing. Gotta be careful and stop at the right time. Yeah, that's true. You get into a groove, it can be hard to stop. I've been advancing forward with the roar of the vacuum cleaner. Stuff is piling up. Wait! Culprit discovered. As I was wondering what kind of junk she'd bring up today. Oh? What you doing, Shirou? I thought I'd clean up a bit. Okay. Then I'll leave it to you. Now just wait a moment. Don't just drop off boxes of junk in my room and escape. What is that, Fujini? Huh? Oh, you know, Shirou, I just thought you might need it for winter hibernation. I'm not the kind of creature that can do a handy thing like that. Besides, random junk isn't very useful when preparing for hibernation. Fujini, my room happens to be neither a nest of some kind or a beaver's dam. Or should I say crow's nest? Now that you mention it, it seemed to be so. But you shouldn't underestimate the crows nowadays, you know? Like wild animals with insurmountable will to live. They even make nests on laundry hangers. Really? Even on laundry hangers? Sounds like quite the feat. I guess crows are quite clever, or rather, their ability to adapt is quite impressive. Well, anyway. Our room isn't meant for storage space. Even the garden storehouse is being converted to a junkyard with Fujini's involvement. No way I'm going to let her personal storage space expand this far. If you want to go make a nest, do it in your own house, please. Could it be that you're the one preparing to hibernate in my room, Fujini? Maybe? Do tigers hibernate too? The bears. I have a feeling that tigers don't. If they do, she'd probably be preparing to follow suit, wouldn't she? Well, knowing her, she'd at least fake it, no problem. That sounds nice. Hibernating animals. Nothing but sleep all winter long. I'm a little nervous. Envious. Hibernation, you say. That's when they have to eat lots in autumn, then becomes all skin and bones by spring. Eat till you drop in the fall. When the skies are clear and horses grow stout, or so to speak, then don't have to be on a diet in spring. Wow, this is what's called positive thinking. I'm starting to like the idea of hibernation even more. What about your job, huh? A standard winter hibernation holiday. Wait, there isn't one. She could just use up the paid vacation time for the winter break. Then get addicted to the joys of life under a kotatsu and become a social derelict. So, Fujini, looks like the cardboard persimmon box, but what kind of junk is inside? Eh? Persimmons, of course. What else? Ah, well, okay. Or not. Really? Is it really just persimmons? Persimmons? It's quite a chore carrying them all the way here. Good work. Wait, why in my room? The kitchen is cramped as it is, so I was looking for a better storage. If I leave it in a place no one sees, though, it will spoil and go to waste, you know? So I thought, hey, Shirou's would be just perfect. I guess I see. But weren't you dropping mandarins and watermelons and whatnot all over the living room before? Well, yeah, but now Saber-chan and Sakura-chan are also here. It'd be kind of bad to make a mess. It's great that you're concerned about it, actually, but why doesn't your sympathy apply to me? You. I dropped the vacuum cleaner in the corner and opened the box. Inside, there is a stack of shiny persimmons. If Shirou's going to hibernate, he'll definitely need food, I thought. Well, no, I'm not. Is this another gift from the Fujimura group? Yep, but we still have a pile this big. That's quite a big load must have come in. What's up with that? They're sending enough fruit for a seasonal marketplace, I think. Looks like another item with a story behind it from the old man Raiga. Raiga? Didn't it used to be old man Taiga? Whatever. This much we can even put some out to dry under the eaves outside. You only make dried persimmons out of astringent ones. And sending those raw, what kind of dumb joke would that be? Anyways, here we have 2 boxes of persimmons. Picking one up, I notice it's ripe and quite soft. It'll go to waste if we don't eat these quickly. Yeah, don't you think so? Persimmons in the morning, persimmons for lunch, persimmons at night. It's a persimmon feast. So I thought it'd be a kind on chan and share the fruits of the fall with you, Shirou. What do you mean dump the leftovers here? But the persimmons themselves aren't bad. In fact, these are actually pretty good. Yeah, would be a real shame just to let them rot. But shouldn't it be alright? Just summon everybody for help, and then it'll be gone in a second. We had a quota for mandarins, but now it's persimmons? I guess the peaches and pears were gone quickly too. I recall all the fruit that our household has gone through. We do have more consumers than we did 6 months ago, so I suppose it should be gone pretty quickly. But I'm ready for mandarins and apples next. Sounds like Saber-chan would eat a lot too. Apples and persimmons can be used as ingredients, so I'll figure something out. Anyway, let's put this someplace else. It's difficult to clean up with these in the way. There's an empty room at the north wing. I guess we can put them in the hallways around there. 1 box for hibernate. I told you I don't need that much. Here, you take some too. Alright. Well, that was interesting. But we have this day to ourselves to wander around, I guess. We can go hang out with Lancer, or see what's up at the temple. Oh, hey. We still technically haven't asked her about what she thinks about the Holy Grail War. Maybe this would be the time? How unusual. Guests are standing still, lost in a reverie. Perfect timing. There's no one else around, so I should try asking about the... Yeah, there it is. Okay, there we go. We'd settled down now, but the precedent of her setting up a magic barrier in the middle of town still exists. I don't think it's possible, but I should at least make sure she hasn't been plotting anything lately. Caster, can I talk to you for a moment? Oh, wow. She lifts her heavy hood back and glances coldly at me. What is it? Since it's you who's talking to me, I doubt anything good. I feel like she's on guard. When we meet in town, she's relatively friendly, but now it's almost as if she's reverted back to how she was half a year ago. Whether it's good or bad is kind of up to you. I'm gonna be blunt. Are you doing anything behind the scenes recently? You know, going back to old habits, to the stress of having to deal with an abstemious temple lifestyle? That's a new one, even for me. The atmosphere is quite serious, so I try and ask it peacefully, in a way that doesn't really provoke her. You ask some interesting questions, boy. Talking to me at a place like this, really? You want to be killed and buried where no one will ever find you, I wonder? My mistake. May I ask you whether you've noticed anything weird in town recently? I'm sorry, my spine froze, and the unnatural smile I had assumed had disappeared over the past 6 months is still there. Should have expected no less from the top tactician of all the servants. I'm very sorry. So am I. You should have just said that from the beginning. I'm not at all stressed right now, incidentally. That statement is like a drunkard declaring his sobriety. Is the River Temple really okay, I wonder? I see. Well, the occasional exercise is good for you, you know. Marathons, going up and down the temple stairs, training in the Iceburns Forest. I'm pretty sure there's 1 or 2 spots in the forest that Caster could use as a training ground, and Berserker's probably liable to come and help as a hypothetical enemy. Oh, he's still around! Cool, good. Ilya needs that kind of father figure. Thank you for your consideration, but I have no need to go into the forest. I can do some light exercise here, too. The one running around would probably be you, not me. Oh, the one running around would probably be you, not me, though. Ick. This is bad. Seems Caster and I just don't get along. At this rate, it might become a repeat of the events half a year ago, so I have to make this quick. Then let's talk about Stress Relief again, some other time. About the town? I haven't seen anything. I know there was something odd about the town, but the purpose or origin behind it is unknown to me. Either way, it doesn't interest me. I see. Well, I didn't think you'd figure it out right away, but if I ask Caster for help, there's a chance I could investigate what's going on. The Holy Grail War restarted. All the servants still in this world. And also, this feeling of deja vu I can't quite grasp. Well, leaving that aside, I take it you're not part of this, right? Correct. Whether or not you believe me is up to you, though. I believe you, Caster. You may be scheming something, but I don't really think you would lie. Actually, servants generally really don't lie. I guess that's being noble and fair in a way. Alright, so you have no interest in the current situation. That means you don't intend to fight the other servants, right? Of course. Wasting magical energy when there's nothing to gain from it is behavior unbefitting a mage. Surely even you... Well, I suppose you don't have that kind of sense, do you, boy? She chuckles. I'm being made fun of, but I don't really feel bad about it. After all, there were only cheerful sounds in Caster's voice. But even so, it seems Caster has no interest in investigating the situation. It almost looks as if she likes it. Alright, I get it. So this means you're not going to go do anything, right? Yes. Sorry, boy. I won't intervene at all. If you want to search for someone who restarted the Holy Grail War, go look on your own. Well, that's how it'll be. Oh my, you sure took that well. I thought you would bow down and beg me to help. Even I won't ask the impossible. Caster, you just don't feel like it, do you? If that's the case, I'll do it myself. And I really can't. I'll be back and and if I really can't, I'll be back and we'll see who held out longer. Judging by how she resisted, all I have to do is beg for her until she helped. Beg for her help until she complies. Well, maybe she just wasn't expecting it, or maybe she'd been having fun playing on ways to turn me down. Caster has a disappointed look on her face. Are you alright? Did you get a death by enfeeblement curse cast on you without realizing it or something? That isn't like you. What's happened with that tenacity of yours? Ugh. I should have expected this from the unusual witch. The level of concern here is one grade higher than Tosaka. Actually, Shirou does decide she wants to rob me of motivation. I hope she just settles it with a suggestion spell that makes me apathetic or something. I couldn't stand withering away and dying just to make me less enthusiastic. Well, leaving that aside, I haven't had a curse cast on me. There's no one but you who could do that anyway. More importantly, I'm just an eyesore for you, aren't I? I wasn't being sarcastic, I just said what I was thinking. Once again, Caster looks taken aback. This time she looks even more defenseless. Honestly, I wonder what you're going to say, and state the obvious. Yes, to be honest, you're an eyesore. After all, you are the victor, and we are the defeated. Even when all is calm, it's hard to forget the humiliation of defeat. Moreover, I can't relax when you're around. The winner of the Holy Grail War, that immature sense of justice you possess. Both of those things I don't want to see when I'm in a bad mood. Caster's hostility is genuine. She honestly thinks I'm a bother. But wait. It almost sounds as if she views me as an enemy, not of herself, but of something else entirely. Since I uncharacteristically picked up on this, I've responded to her hostile remarks with an understanding nod. For now, I'll just take things in stride. Take care, boy. Sometimes when I see you on your own, I think about crushing you once and for all. However, as long as Saber's around, that's impossible. Liar. You're not the type to be lenient just because you're afraid of Saber taking revenge. The reason you won't act on your own is because there's something more important. That may be, for example, the tranquil life of Ryudo Temple. Say what you will. Just remember, if you become even a little less pure of a human being, that's when I will give you your just desserts without mercy. If you ever start hating yourself enough to want to die, then give in to your greed and depravity. I'll do you a favor and kill you with enchantments. The witch grins. As I thought, when we're alone together, we're not compatible. Even though I'm not interested, I've already been given what sounded like a declaration of war. Maybe I should get going. Oh, could you tell me one more thing? The town right now, there's no damage being done to it, right? So, is it possible for it to get worse? No, there's no damage, and no, it won't get worse. I can guarantee it. That's right. It's all but a short dream. Nothing will happen, it'll all go back to normal. That's good then. Let's continue the investigation. Just knowing that Caster isn't doing anything and that she doesn't plan on getting involved is good enough. Bye then. I'll catch you in a better mood next time. Please do. I want to avoid having both Saber and Ryder as my enemies. Also, I have a piece of advice for you. Be a good boy and don't go near the church at night, okay? The opponent there is not someone you can handle. She raises her hood back up and leaves. Could it be the reason she was showing me her face with some kind of courtesy? Well, not her. Do I only get 2 things? Okay. No major events, every visit my rooms, bed, meantime. Hold on, I want to see something. List. On the night of the 4th day, you have to find out what's going on. Casters, answers, sabers. We don't technically have writers, do we? Who else? Berserker, but I don't think that would count. Assassin, but I feel like he doesn't really have an opportunity to go after anybody. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who am I missing? Archer. Is he around? Sakura is the overseer, Heaven's Field Night 1, end of 4 days. Interesting. I wonder what those mean. Alright, let's walk alone. Ooh, North Residential's around where we are. South Residential's where Tosaka and Sakura live. And there's the intersection. We've already been to the temple, so we've talked to Kojiro. Toya. Interesting. Let's go south to Residential. This is also where we saw Guild that one time. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong here. No signs of life in this district is business as usual. What a time. No screams nearby and no howling beasts either. I'm pretty sure I just heard a scream and a howl earlier. Perhaps due to the white moonlight, the town looks brighter than usual. Everything's fine here. On the next one, I guess. I leave the Western-style residential district. On the way back, I noticed something red out of the corner of my eye. There are 1 or 2 brand new post boxes. Is my boy alright? Did he not see or hear any of that? Weird. Shirou's being weird. Ooh. Something new in the school then. Ah, yeah, that's right. Huh? Really? It's a holiday and there are a few people at school. A fa from the wind music club mixing with the other wind instruments vaguely reaches my ears. What the hell? This rough, almost beast-like way of running. Ah! Ouch. Hey, watch where you're going. That's my line. What do you say after jumping out at me all of a sudden? Well, you shouldn't be spacing out like that, Emiya. Yeah. The self-proclaimed Fuyuki's Black Panther stood up ahead of me. I like her skirt. It's cute. It was an abrupt greeting from Makidera Kaede of the Track and Field Club. That was just you, Makidera. Look ahead in life. I mean running. Sure, looking ahead is what I always do. But had you been looking too, you wouldn't have been able to dodge that one? Wouldn't you have been able to dodge that one? What do you think people are, anyway? My body shamefully falls back to the ground, being looked down on by Makidera, to my humiliation. Jeez, Emiya. What if I fell in love with you like this? What? Just kidding. Well, it's not like you'd get hurt. Makidera, the track and field ace, is even tougher than me. At first glance, she looks like she's lively as ever, but she's the type who'd try and hide her injuries anyway. Did you head her twist anything? It's an important season. Oh, did you head her twist anything? It's an important season. Uh-oh, Emiya's worried about me. I'm totally fine. Come on. I guess she felt bad for me lying on the floor like this, so she offers me a hand. As I try to get up on my own, my finger catches on a thin chain. Oh, it's Tasaka's pendant that I've been keeping in my pocket. I try to put it away quickly, but I still receive an odd stare. Makidera, this is... I bet this cut of jewelry doesn't fit my image. However, she isn't looking at it in an ordinary way. It's the same one Tosaka has. Why do you have it? This is kind of a long story. As long as it's absurd, but I can't talk about the details. It's my dad's memento. It's been passed on to me. That is not a coincidence. Maybe I should make up some story like that right now. Could it be that? Emiya, you? It's not like I stole it. She has the same one with her right now. Oh, so it's a pair. I see. Makidera's laughing in an oddly excited way. Rather, it's as if she's about to say how incredibly suspicious it is that Tosaka and I have matching pendants. I shouldn't underestimate you. Hey, what are you scheming? I see. Emiya and Tosaka. Matching jewelry. A violent scheme is brewing inside the Black Panther. Emiya and Tosaka have matching pendants. If this rumor were to spread, who knows what kind of disaster would cause amongst Homurahara's male population. A drop of cold sweat runs down my forehead. There's a heavy feeling in my stomach. Come on, Emiya. With a strong fighting spirit, you can take down all your enemies. Hey, I know. If you want, I can just pretend I never saw it. Makidera, what's the bribe going to be? Crepe? Or will it be a sundae? Nah, nothing like that. Could you tell me where you bought that pendant? And, what would you do if I did? It's no big deal, is it? See, that unfashionable design is actually kind of cool. So, I kind of want one too and stuff. So which shop did you buy it from? Tell me. Well, about that. I got this one from... Was it Emiya? Was it Archer? I don't remember. Or is this the one... I think this is the one that he... Tosaka's is the one that was from Archer. And the one that Shirou has right now is the one that was used to revive him. Sorry, I don't really know either. It's not like I'm lying this time. It's just all I can answer. Dosaka didn't buy hers as well. It was passed down to her through generations of ancestors, too. It's probably not the kind of thing you can just buy somewhere. Oh, yeah, that's right. Could it be? Yeah? Yeah? It's not that you gave a gift, rather, you received one? Yeah, so please just leave it at that. And before I realized that there were two of them, doesn't the story seem even stranger in reality? Ouch! This time it's no accident. That's an attack. Hey, what's that for? This guy. I'll definitely kill you. What do you mean killed? Don't you think a guy would just quietly let himself be killed for a second or third time? Don't say that too loud. Shut up! Unworthy man, getting such a precious gift from Tosaka, I will hereby carry out the punishment in heaven's stead. Die! Getting a challenge like this in the hallway on a day off. What the? Why on earth did she get so mad about Tosaka's pendant? I have no idea, but I need a defense plan. Quick! You won't get away, Emiya! Stop screwing around! I get it! Just a minute ago it was your head you hit instead of your foot, alright? Soon you'll be beaten, and I'll get XP and a rare for artifact. The Black Panther of Homurahara is gaining ground. Get out of here at full speed before I find out the origin of that nickname. Wacky rom-com hijinks! That's not the button. Oh, that's neat. I can skip to next day or the night. Interesting. Let's go... What's over at the temple? A stranger. We might check that out. I might go check out the stranger in my courtyard. I feel like I should see what this is. Falls upon us, and its telltale sign, fallen leaves, are scattered all over the yard. No matter how beautiful the scenery may look, they need to be sort of swept up eventually. And now that I think about it, it would be as good a time as any to do it. Guess that does it. I thought the whole yard might be a bit much for one person, but moving quickly, it wasn't that tiring. Saber's training wears me out far quicker. Quicker. Well, I did sweep them all up, but now what? I stare at the huge pile that now prominently occupies a corner of the yard. Tomorrow isn't a burnable garbage day yet, and it's difficult to store it all. Besides, for all the effort that went into sweeping up all the leaves and twigs, it feels like a waste to just throw them out. I'm thinking jump in the leaf pile, but maybe that's just me. Well, it is the season after all. Fortunately, everything I need is here. We did a few times when Kiritsuka was still around. It's been a while, so maybe I'll just give it a try. Good, since I haven't forgotten it yet. I burned the leaves and baked the sweet potatoes I had in the kitchen. Oh, that's cool. Now I just need to keep an eye on the bonfire and wait. As the time comes, I take the potatoes wrapped in aluminum foil. Even with gloves, they are searing hot. Baked potatoes, no doubt. I stuffed my cheek with sweet potatoes all alone. They're their finger looking good. Sitting in front of the bonfire, eating them by myself, feels kind of lonely. Of course, it just had to be now. No one else is in the house. Smoke rises from the remains of the bonfire in front of me, slowly drifting into the sky. Sure would be nice to bring someone along next time. Oh well. It's nighttime, baby. Yep. Why don't we go out for a walk alone? That was weird with the South Residence thing. Let's check the intersection. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong here. It's dimmer than Shinto in the distance, but if you listen carefully, you can hear sounds of activity. Sound of a passing car's engine. I don't know if that's what that was. The ragged breath of a running silhouette. The light from a house with laughter spilling out. Again, I don't know that that's what that is. The heavy breathing of the running silhouette with its tongue hanging out. Well then, I guess it's about time to go back and catch some sleep. Don't know that everything's kosher with our boy Shirou here. So we can go to Sakura, or see what's up at the school. Oh hey, it's the meek one. I don't know her name. Today's club activities, track and field? I didn't use the grounds when I was in the archery club, so the rotation schedule has never been really clear to me. Was track and field training supposed to be that intense? Yeah, screamed the freshmen who were running around like lemmings. And from the predator driving them from behind, Makidera. Hey, the next 406. Run, 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 die. You there. If you're falling behind, knock down the guy in front of you. You should know that for a sprinter, defeat is death. Damn. Brutal. Makidera Kaede, the self-styled Homurahara's Black Panther, a girl born to run. Wow. Makidera's really zealous about these club activities. And anyway, wouldn't it be death as a sprinter to hit the runner in front of you?
Oh, if it isn't Mr. Hemiya himself. Observing?
Oh, that's him. Her. I turned around to see Homura standing there. Homura is a member of the high jumping team, so she's probably not with the sprinters. Yo, pardon the intrusion. I was just passing by, but I ended up spectating before I knew it. I'm glad to have spectators, but it's not interesting to watch. Well, maybe it is when you look after her from a distance. She seems like a pleasant girl. Understatement? Our hearts are one under the Black Panther. Anyway, putting Makidera aside... putting Makidera aside. Homura, aren't you going to run? High jump requires some sprinting practice, doesn't it? I got up easy. This is an adjustment period for me, so I'm not going to be running that much. I see. Those guys over there really have it rough, though. Freshmen look like they're going to die. Is he a Spartan or something? After running the track, the freshmen look as though they're about to collapse. Right now they're jogging, but their gait is wavering and unsteady. But even now, Makidera is menacing the freshmen from behind with those threats of more practice. That's what interval training is about. There's no point unless you can get under 60 seconds. Kaede is an advocate of hard work to begin with. She's doing this to drive the freshmen to their very limits, take them to the edge and drive them to despair. It's her principle in leading them. So I guess she's not Spartan, just sadistic. This must be why her hands move before her mouth. That beast just thrives on violence. Feel sorry for this year's freshman. Even I'd give up after that.
I don't think so. I can't guarantee you'll be able to maintain the speed, but you wouldn't be beaten by that load, Emiya.
I don't know what she's basing that on, but Homura was quick to give an opinion on my endurance. Homura Kane? Seems like a normal girl, but some would say otherwise. Unusual with a profound personality, she suddenly says.
So about what you said earlier. Personally, I think she's more of a masochist than a sadist.
What? Huh? Huh? I guess I'm the one who slipped up while talking, but seriously, what is she saying all of a sudden?
Huh?
Maki-chan is a pervert? To our misfortune was the team manager, Segusa Yukiha. Yeah, Segusa. Passing by and I'm unable to conceal her surprise upon learning her friend's secret.
Oh, quite a... Thank you for helping out, Yukika.
Segusa-senpai, can I help you over here?
Sure. Sorry, I'll be right there.
Oh, it was somebody else. Whatever. Picking up a basket filled with bottles, she crosses across the grounds.
Wait, I'll help too.
Me too.
It's fine, Emiya-kun. It's not that much.
Well, I guess she'll be okay since Homura's with her. And the other members of the team will probably be surprised if an outsider was carrying the bottles over. Alright, everybody, get some water. This season, people tend to not get enough, so be careful, newbies. We have a meeting after lunch. Everyone gather at 1A. If you're late, we'll be adding the seconds you're tardy to your sprint total. Got it?
Sir, yes, sir.
The group, weeping freshmen, forced into a never-ending cycle of jumps and dashes, finally starts to disperse. They're worn out. After that much work, surely no man could have any energy left, whether they like it or not.
Good work, Mikey-chan. Here you go.
Thanks. You're always full of energy, Yukichi. How's your adjustment going, Homura? Not bad. With her bottle in hand, she lightly jogs by me. Her gaze crosses over me. I guess she's noticed there's a strange new visitor around. Oh, it's you, Emiya. What are you up to? What do you mean? As you can see, just spectating. You sure have a lot of free time. That's exactly it. Before I knew it, patrolling to find something odd around town turned into a neighborhood stroll in search of something to entertain myself with. The reason being, there really isn't anything I can find that looks wrong. Then you idler. If you have nothing better to do, why not help our club? Did you break something again? I didn't break it. I just messed up my pole a little last week.
guess what you'd call breaking it, but whatever. Anything else? Yeah, some hurdles are starting to get hard to adjust. We can fix stuff like that, right? We could just discuss an appropriate board too, so think about it. Sure, sounds like a simple job. That was quick and cheap. Wow, you took that awfully fast. I'm not sure whether to trust you or not. Then you want I should refuse? Maybe not. If you agree, then do it. Yeah, that'd be handy. You're a great help, Amy. Since Kaede won't say thanks, I'll say it for her.
Since you're doing us a favor, would you like to eat lunch together?
What? Are you inviting? What are you inviting him for, Yukichi? Emi already said he'd do it for free. Listen, he comes from a family that loves to do people favors with no rewards, and if you're not careful and give him something, he'll die. Am I a rabbit or something?
But asking him you can help about this. I feel so. Maybe it's not so bad.
It's up to Emiya. Well, it doesn't look like he has any plans for lunch, but... Yeah, I was just thinking about eating somewhere around here. Saigusa looks really happy. Seeing a face like that, I really just can't refuse.
We had lunch for everyone prepared. We had lunch prepared for everyone in the club, but someone took the day off, so we have a little extra, actually. Emi-kun, could you eat it as a favor to us?
Okay, if that's the case, I'd be happy to. I could just think of it as a reward. If I get treated to lunch, I'll be even more motivated to fix the hurdles. And that bowl. I've never had to feed anyone like Emiya before. Ooh. A double meal for lunch and a triple meal for dinner is no problem for Maki Noji. Just so. What kind of Japanese monster is that anyway? Maki Noji. She slowly understood that even if there was no Japanese demon like that, there may be one in the Western world. Named a distinctly Japanese name. Let's eat! Lunch begins. I guess there's no club activities after lunch, since all three changed clothes before eating. Inside the foil wrap are sandwiches made of marinated salmon and big French rolls. That does sound really good. Maybe it's just because I didn't eat. Whatever. Since lunch boxes were mentioned, I was expecting rice and various side dishes, but it ended up being fairly light. Well, after working out hard, I don't think I could eat something fried. It was a good choice for the manager to pick.
Here, it's kind of crude, but...
Crude or not, it's all good stuff. But Emiya here, from what I hear, is a real gourmet. Yes, they say that Miss Mato, a second year, delivers stacked lunchboxes to him every other day. Since one of those rumors started. My own matters, but when they put it like that, it really does sound like I'm way too spoiled lunch-wise.
Stacked? Mato sounds amazing. I couldn't make lunch that much.
That's why he's got good taste. And if I recall correctly, he also cooks himself, don't you, Emiya? Watch out, Yukika. Depending on the offering, he might be going, give me the chef on you. Where is that from, Maki Noji? Wow, I may be spoiled, but so's the distracting. Who could complain about this lunch? Saigusa's lunchbox may be plain, but it was made with the person eating it in mind. Even Tosaka, with her only the best policy, would have been touched by the thought Saigusa put into it. It's okay, Yukichi. If that happens, I'll come cheer you on when you have the Extreme Menu Showdown. Come on, as long as you get Hyogoku guy pinned down, I'm sure you'll win.
What?
I am ashamed. I'm used to cooking.
But Emi-kun's eating as if he likes it, so it's fine.
Hearing my name, I raised my head. I'm sorry, were my manners bad?
That's not it. You had a nice smile when you were eating, and I'm so happy.
Is what? Oh, that's not it.
You had a nice smile when you were eating, and I'm so happy.
Is what Yukiko wanted to say. A nice smile? Well, yeah, if you eat something that tastes good, it just happens, doesn't it?
I'm glad. There's yogurt too. Please have some.
Good thing you measured up to Emiya's standards, huh? Now I'm more interested in how Emiya's lunch would taste instead of Mato's.
Tomatoes.
Emiya's lunch. I've never seen him eat from the lunchbox, though.
That's because he goes to the student council room with Isekan.
Yes, the son of the temple does not get much meat in his diet. I suppose the student council president, Emiya, is like an angel of mercy. What?
What was that? How could you say such an embarrassing lie without even flinching? It's amazing.
Being unable to say anything back is a little sad. But even Issei is still a growing young boy. With only vegetables for lunch, he may run out of energy and faint in his battle against his bitter enemy, Tosaka. So is the food you're giving to Ryuta Temple any good? Is it special enough for the student council president to get hooked on? Is it also known to match against our Yukichis? Well, it's nothing to brag about. My lunch is basically just leftovers, so it's not that special. But besides, there's no way a guy's lunchbox could win over a girl's. And I mean, it's not that just the neat looks, but even the very value of their existence is vastly different.
Really? Since guys don't usually make lunch, I think yours is pretty special.
Now that you mention it, it really is a rarity. But the only ones eating it are Emiya and Ryuta. He's like, no threat to our Yukichi, the idol of the track team.
No, I believe Miss Tosaka is eating Emiya's lunch too. I saw one of his lunchboxes in her desk before.
Chunks of French bread feel like they're going to get stuck in my throat. Himuro Kaine is frightening his Tosaka Rin is careless. I don't mind making it for her, but I told her to hide it carefully. What did you say?
It's Tosaka. She even lets Emiya to do that?
I knew she liked taking the easy way out, but what is this? That sounds almost like they're dating. Shit, she's onto us.
Makinoji. Not like those two are. Those two are probably going out, don't you think? What?
I won't accept it. That arrogant, stubborn girl will never go out with some gallant helper type. A girl like Tosaka can't have friends. Even if she had some, it would only be people who intended to use her. Oh, like me.
Yet, as a matter of fact, twice a week, Miss Tosaka comes to school with an Emiya-marked lunchbox.
She's trying to seduce Emiya with her charms. Crap, that's the word for it again? Come on, Yukichi.
Me? Are you trying to say she lacks moral integrity?
That's it. You are just one of 100. You are already dead. What?
Okay. Here, Emiya-kun? I'd rather not do this, but here's my yogurt, okay?
Eat it. No, thanks. I've already got some from Segusa-san a minute ago. So you say you won't be swayed by my charm? Come on, it's prune flavor. It's not very yummy, but eat it already.
Stop pressuring him, Maki-chan. Yukika, try to imagine how Makidera feels.
It's like something snapped in Makidera's head. Well, it was probably Himuro who did it, but the follow will come to me alone. I guess it's time to retreat. I've eaten my lunch, so let's go return the favor. Well, I should be going soon. Segusa, thanks for the lunch. Salmon and bread were both very delicious.
Oh, it was nothing.
Don't worry about Makinoji and Tosaka, Emiya. You're an eyesore, just as I thought, Emiya. Nice. Alright then, let's do our best and get to work. For the hurdles, I need to grab the grease and oil spray from the tool shed. And then we'll do October 11th. Why aren't you at school? Wait, didn't you graduate? Oh, hey. This is probably important. I should probably focus on talking to the people who I don't know. Oh. I spy a delinquent heroic spirit squatting in front of the church. What's up, Lancer? Enjoying the sunshine? Like hell I would. I got kicked out, so I watered the flower and sprinkled water on the road. Now I got nothing better to do than just sit here and stare into space. Is that what people mean when they say enjoying the sunshine? Then again, maybe this guy doesn't consider enjoying the sunshine unless he's burning it to a crisp or on some beach somewhere.
tan so dark it would devalue archer's stock. Damn. Moving on. What do you mean kicked out? Is there someone inside? Yeah, somebody came. Maybe a guest, maybe Kodamina's replacement. Gotta be someone from the church, judging by the shabby robes. From the church, huh? So you got kicked out by that somebody? That's right. I had something to check up on, so I was told to step out for a while. Not the type of person I can handle. Anyway, figured they'll go back soon enough, so here I am. Just wasting time. Nancy sounds pretty disgruntled, which is rather unusual. So there's actually somebody this guy, who can have a friendly chat with even the likes of Saber or Ryder, can't handle. Lancer, can I go inside? Be my guest. Gatekeeping ain't my job. Careless as usual. Tired of sunbathing, he takes the can in one hand and starts sprinkling water again. With a quick wave, I open the door and go inside. I was afraid he might have been using euphemism. Was that? There was a weird effect, it feels like, when I was opening the door. There's nobody at the altar. The priest that greeted me here half a year ago is still gone. And just like he was at the end of that battle. Hey, there's nobody here. I look around the inner garden, the stairs, the basement, the second floor, and Kodamina's private room. The church is completely empty. Hey, Lancer, there's nobody inside. They go out through the back. Lancer's gone too. I guess he realized the futility of his watering endeavor and went to the park in front of the station again. Only the watering can remains at the plaza. Oh well. Since the can was left out for me, I'll make sure to sprinkle some water into the flower bed before departing. You know, a courtesy. It's just after 9, dinner's already over, major events. Let's go for a walk. Alone. I feel like I really shouldn't be doing this, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong here. Even though there isn't a single person out on the streets, I can hear the sound of family conversations inside. The streets are calm and quiet, perfect for a late night stroll under the moonlight. Everything's fine here. On to the next one, I guess. I leave the Japanese-style residential district. Oop. On the way back, I catch a person's silhouette out of the corner of my eye. What leaves a bit of an impression on me is that it looks as thin as origami. Better not pursue it. Nothing wrong here, they know clues in Miyawa. Let's cross the bridge and continue investigating in Shinto. Okay. Do I have another chance? Okay. Today the world was supposed to end. At least for Yuki. Oh, hey. Yeah, I'll go see what's up with Ilya here. Maybe we'll check in with Berserker and see how they feel about the Grail War. After a long journey, I finally arrive at the forest on the outskirts of town. About 2 more hours and I'll be at the Einsburn Castle, which I'm even starting to get used to. However, some reason, something amazing is blocking my way to the forest. Wow, I'm at like perfect height on him. Hello. Can I ask what you're doing here? There's no reply. I can't tell whether that's a yes or a no. A gatekeeper, I guess. Is it okay if I enter the forest? I need to talk to Ilya. There's no reply. Not a single word. He didn't say anything, so I guess that means it's okay to go. Okay, hold on. Perfect. You can't see where my mouse. Oh, you can see where my mouse is. Okay, cool. This looks like bent leather. Like what happens to your fucking arms, your sleeves when you bring your arms in. I don't know how to. It looks like his hand, like it's like leather. This looks like he's wearing sleeves. It's weird. I don't think muscle tissue works that way. I did some minor human anatomy studies, but I don't think it works that way. He's more or less an acquaintance, even if he is a berserker. He should have recognized me. Okay, I'll just be passing through. I raise my hands to pass along his side. Yeah. The huge monster roars. It's as if he's saying, move any further and I'll send you flying back to Miyama. I don't know, sir. Are you perhaps suggesting that I should just call it a day? Ooh, he's using his old sprites. Mr. Berserker's slowly losing his temper. I have truly no idea what he's saying. Would someone please find an interpreter?
What an uncouth visitor. Coming to a lady's house without an appointment? It's only natural you'd be turned away. But wait. Why, you could have said Shirou.
Ilya?
That's right. Good afternoon, Oni-chan. It sure is rare to see you here.
Ilya waves her hands energetically. But for some reason, she doesn't leave the forest. But hey, Ilya. I want to go to the castle for a while. Would you mind telling Berserker to let me pass?
Oh, I see. You came so you could visit the castle, not so you could see me. That's no good. Our house is under construction and does not accept visitors at the time. You, who does not understand a girl's feelings, please go back home.
Cute. Ilya waves her hand goodbye. Even if I wanted to stop her, an impenetrable wall is blocking my path. Hey, wait! Going to the castle and going to see you means the same thing to me. I say it like it is. Even if I understand how girls feel. I don't sometimes.
Maybe that was well done, but it's still a no-go. There's nothing in the castle anyway. There's nothing that'll benefit you if you come, and there's no clues regarding the Holy Grail War either. Walking around town might be more productive than examining my castle.
That's not true. Your castle's a lot of fun. It's quite elegant inside. I can see Ilya whenever I want, and Stella and Liz are there too. Stella and Liz are there too. As for the Holy Grail War clues, I mean, you never know if you don't look. I mean, Ilya's one of the masters too. Even if there wasn't anything in the castle, there's still the chance of Ilya herself getting involved in some kind of trouble. I like his, plated skirt. It's really cool. It's a very nice design.
Oh, come on. I know exactly what you're thinking. I don't really want to come, but even if I tell you no, you'll never learn. You'll probably keep coming back here anyway. Fine, if you want it so badly, I'll think about it. Even if I turn you away, you'll just come back later. But since you insist, I'll prepare a special performance just for you.
Her solemn expression suddenly changed to a suspicious-looking grin. This is the visage of an imp that has just come up with an extraordinary new prank. Hey Ilya. You're thinking something naughty again, aren't you? That's a weird way to phrase that. A host welcoming their guest is great, but getting carried away with it is definitely not.
Oh yeah, if I'm gonna do that, I have to hurry and get ready. I have to clear the forest, make a cliff, and prepare a tank to greet you. What? Oh, and that's right. I have to give Stella and Liz a part where I'm fulfilling my duty as a host.
She's not listening. I could already hear Ilya's magic circuits turning on at full blast. From what I've heard, her magic quest just skips over logic and provides the result. She's sort of a miniature Holy Grail. And that she is a Holy Grail. Whatever she wants, as long as it's something within the limits of her magical energy, it'll somehow materialize, despite even Ilya herself not knowing how. So can she just make a tank like that?
Gotta have a moat. Yep. Castle Siege isn't right with that one.
What?
And a maze. If my reserves of magical energy, it might be a bit too much.
An irreversible event is unfolding at an amazing speed. Alas, the wish-granting power of the Holy Grail is being used on something really worthless. You see, Ilya, I really only want to get to the castle, right?
Alright, once everything's ready, I'll gladly welcome you. For now, enjoy this brief moment of peace. Prepare yourself, okay? When this is complete, I'm going to wish you off your feet more than you've ever imagined.
After proclaiming my death sentence, Ilya disappears into the mist. This doesn't look good. Looks like I'm gonna have to overcome a terrifying trial in order to enter Einzarun Castle. Well, 2 trials. The giant remains silent, but somehow I feel like he is saying "Don't lose heart, boy" as a way of encouragement. Thanks, Berserker. It really means a lot to me. Alright. Oh. I do kind of want to hang out with Issei, because his what, his in-law? Is Soshiro his dad? I think it's somebody else. I do kind of want to see who this is on the rooftop. Is that what that is? No, senior's hallway. Duh. Alright, who is this? After finishing lunch, I walk through the school building. Even though it's a holiday, you can see people here and there. It's probably just the students who are working hard at their club activities. I'm sure the building where the music and art rooms are is even more crowded.
someone following me? For some reason, I turn around. Nothing in particular stands out. The only odd part is the fact that I had no reason to look behind me. I suddenly get an urge to drink some tea and head towards the student council room. Here in the classrooms from the hall, just as I thought, there were several students inside. The hallway isn't exactly quiet, but behind me it's silent. Even I can hear people's voices from the front of me as I walk ahead. No, there's definitely something there. When I turn around, the hallway behind me is completely silent, like someplace else altogether. Why did I turn around? There's nothing in particular that stands out. There's no reason for me to turn. I'd understand if there was some reason for me to look behind, like if I felt a chill, or just looking back for no particular reason makes me feel uneasy. Ghost stories are getting popular lately. I can see this becoming one. A story about having the urge to turn around when there's no reason to. Well, I guess it's normal for a school this time of the year. Entrance exams are closing in, and a lot of students have become overly sensitive under the stress. These past 4 days I've had a lot to think about, so I may be worn out without realizing it. That's right. Maybe I could just go home and rest. The student council room can wait for another time. I walk down the hall. Look, there it is again! But before you could urge, look back and I leave school. Something was definitely following me, but I don't know who. It's just after 6 p.m. Dinner's already over, no major events. Too early to go to bed. I guess I'll call it a day. That's the only thing I haven't done yet. And so the last night ends. The abnormal will return to normal. The curtains will close on this battle, and what should not have been possible will return to the void from which it came. The clock will strike midnight in about 30 seconds. As the date changes, the 4th day will die out entirely. The moment the new day begins, all the time that has passed will be completely lost. This is the end. When I open my eyes, I'll be back to my normal, everyday life. The Holy Grail War is over. The battle yields no victors. The abnormality remains unexplained. And the hollow paradise keeps on turning. Exit, restart. Interesting. Let me poke around here a little bit more. Scene. Gold Temple. No trespassing. Heaven's Field. Heaven's Field back night. Oh, that's right. Why do they call it Heaven's Field though? Oop. Curse Collector. What? Oh, what? That doesn't make sense. Final night. Good night. The future is now, old man. Cricket Satoya. Awakening not yet. You know, it's weird. I don't think I've actually seen Archer yet. I wonder where he is. We're gonna do this one more time. See if there's anything new. Oh, I'm gonna have to talk to Shinji, aren't I? Go to school. Oh, cool. I have an option. Hey, Taiga, what's up? Good morning, Fujimura-sensei. Morning. How's everyone doing? Relaxed morning greeting that does not befit a teacher. Well, it is Fujini after all. Looking sharp really isn't like her, so it would bother me if she did. I'm not bothered, but I probably should be. What is it? Something bothering you, Shirou? Fujini noticed me inclining my head in doubt. Here, we're strictly teacher and student, but just before homeroom, and class hasn't started yet. Oh, nothing. I was just thinking. You seem the same as ever. Are you trying to say that I don't look like a teacher, Emiya-kun? I wouldn't really go that far, but... No, there's nothing in particular bothering me right now, I guess. We see each other all the time, and I know each other's problems all too well. A lot of it. Can I check the flags? Yeah. Feather Light 1, Saber's Anti-Light 2. Lancer, Overseer, Soccer, Overseer. Is this what I need until to get to the next one? We see each other all the time and know each other's problems all too well. In that sense, you could even call it an ideal teacher-student relationship where nothing needs to be hidden. Well, no, you couldn't. Being like siblings, a bit too close.
Sure, you gotta start taking things more seriously.
Did I do something wrong?
See, it's not long until you graduate. You're still playing around, aren't you? That's no good. No good at all. As your teacher, I'm concerned. Very concerned.
Ujini keeps lamenting, but she doesn't sound very serious. I suppose that's why students find her easy to approach for all sorts of advice. One of her virtues.
Shirou, you should rely on your homeroom teacher too, and ask me for advice.
Like tonight's dinner menu?
Meat would be great. Yep, lots of fat and protein in those steaks.
Early morning at school, and this is what we end up discussing. All of a sudden, a figure walks past like a shadow.
Good morning, Kuzuki-sensei.
Good morning. Good morning. This is Kuzuki, strict ethics teacher. It said that students admire him more with every year they spend in the school, and I was no exception. As I went into my third year, I began to appreciate his style. Fujimura-sensei, about this month's arrangements.
The preparations for the cultural festival and exams, right? Oh, what did they decide about the date for the regular teachers' meeting?
It's this evening. There's also the matter of guidance counseling for the third-year students.
I see. Your career choice is definitely tough, but the students respect you well.
Fujini's holding a very professional conversation. I almost instinctively rub my eyes to make sure I'm not dreaming. No, I'm not quite as popular as you are, Fujimura-sensei.
That's not true. Look, Amiyukun's expression says it all.
Don't just dump it on me. But I can't hoist around like usual in front of Kuzuki. I believe you're a teacher I can rely on, Kuzuki-sensei. I see. I'll try to live up to that trust. Excuse me. Kuzuki heads towards the classroom. The moment his slim figure disappears down the hallway, the two of us breathe a collective sigh of relief. And she pats me on the shoulder.
Really, Shirou, acting like a good kid all of a sudden.
And you, stop acting innocent all of a sudden. I mean, you sure can pull it off, though.
What's with that tone? You're in love with me with the delinquent girls, are you? Delinquent girl? Girly?
The idea of being called a girl apparently pleases her, so she repeats a few times. Definitely. But if I was really raised by a delinquent, wouldn't that make me one too? Looks like we wasted all the pre-homeroom time on this.
It's almost time. I'm sure you're not a delinquent. All right, to the classroom.
It's just about make it this time.
Yeah.
Oop, shit, there she goes. She dashes forward with an odd battle cry. No way. What happened to the serious teacher just now?
Hey, you'll be late if you don't make it, Amiya-kun.
Delinquent enough, you got your own identity sorted first. Alright. Okay. I'm sorry, Sakura. I have to talk to your shithead brother. At least we'll get it sorted which route he's on. Amiya, let's go eat lunch. For reasons unknown, Shinji came up to me and invited me to join him for lunch. Totally out of the blue, but it does happen a few times a year, so it's not that surprising. Alright, I brought my own lunch though. What about you? Should I go get something from the cafeteria? Cafeteria? Not in the mood for cheapo stuff. Why don't we just go out? Out? I guess he means the shops in Miyama. Sounds reckless, but it's not impossible to get back over the cafeteria if we hurry. I guess once in a while is okay. I made my own lunch today. I could give it to Gotoku as thanks for always helping me out. Oh, you're quick on the uptake for once. Alright, in return for being earnest, I'll introduce you to my one prized shop today. See, I found this amazing pasta place near work. You have a job? Wait, if we go to Shinto, there's no way we'll make it back in time. Let's should go somewhere in Miyama. We can just skip. Don't we have enough credits to pass already? Come on, let's go. He keeps bugging me as if it's now or never. I have my reservations, but I can't just get the words amazing pasta out of my head. Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. Shinji, you're very particular about taste, to praise it so. It may be worthwhile. Fool, to bring down a fellow classmate at your level. It is unsightly motto. And so Issei, who is listening, eavesdropping in the back, interrupts with the flames of justice. What is it, Ryudo? Where we go out to eat is none of your business. You're a third party, so shut up. It is my business. My classmate is being led astray by a delinquent's deceptive words. It is not only right that I should step in. Besides, Emiya made a promise with me first, right, Emiya? Ooh, fighting with the boys. But, sorry, I don't remember. If Issei says so, it's probably true. I've been having trouble remembering things lately for some reason. I've been there. I probably said I would go over to the student council room in the morning. I really don't recall saying that, though. See, what did I tell you? Really, I was going to say it quiet since I thought you would refuse anyway. The force of this attack is too severe. Well, let's go, Emiya. I will bring out our most prized tea leaves today. The kind that no Shinto Italian place can compare to. I'm being dragged to the student council room. Huh? Say what? The student council room when you're free, isn't that what you always tell him? Oh, come to the student council room when you're free. Isn't that what you always tell him? It's not a promise or anything. No. Isn't it more like an order? When did you pass the rule about having lunch in the student council room if you've got nothing better to do, Mr. President? Why would someone even write a rule like that? Lunch at the student council room was arranged with our mutual agreement. Emiya, tell him. Tell him that you made the promise with me this morning. I did? This morning? Yes, right before the end of homeroom, we looked at each other, remember? And so I coughed, which signaled that it would be the student council room. You coughed, then it would have been the classroom. He shakes his head. I'm really sorry. Didn't notice we had such a rule these last 3 years. I did think that he coughed unnaturally from time to time. I see. So that's how we've been deciding the meeting place. Hey, listen. I thought so before, but you're starting to lose it. Are you starting to lose it, Ryudo? How rude. I do not want to hear that, and from you even more so. Sparks start flying between the two of them. There's nothing spectacular going on, but this is an exciting battle nonetheless. I'd rather take out my lunch and spectate as I'm eating, but I would be the only one full by the end of it. Hey, you two. Lunch isn't that long. You should settle it later. How about all three of us go to the cafeteria? Shinji gives up going out, Issei gives up the student council room. That should be a good compromise. I refuse. If I say I'm going out, then I'm going out. Now come, Emiya. I'll buy you lunch, and then we'll hit the streets after that. See, today there's a party with girls from Western High. I really cannot understand you, Mato. I'm telling you, stop dragging Emiya down the path of evil. If you like Western food so much, just move to Europe. And do not try to lure Emiya with the prospect of meeting girls. Looks like my proposal has failed miserably too. It seems the two of them have no intention of eating with me and the other one. But whatever, do as you wish. I'm going to the cafeteria myself. Wait, Emiya, I thought that would be too cruel. You must make your decision here. It is your duty as a friend. I'm sure that casting someone aside goes against your principles, but now is the time to show your will of steel. I agree. I want to vomit to agree with Ryudo, but that is true, damn it. Now, Emiya, hurry up and tell him which of us you'll be eating lunch with all alone. I'll go with Issei then. That's funny. Why? It's the Shinto pasta shop. And then there's a party with the girls. It's 3 hours with girls that are hot, even in my opinion. It's obviously the better deal. I really don't get you, Emiya. I am interested in the pasta shop, and even though parties aren't really my thing, I'm not opposed to that either, but the main problem is I point towards the schedule. That's right, 5th period is Fujini's class. Indeed, a bit disappointed, but it is a very student-like reason. I wouldn't want you to be any other way, Emiya. So. And so you should reconsider too, Shinji. Let's all eat together in the council room. If you can only cafeteria food, I'll share my lunch. I doubt that, I doubt that'll be necessary. Having blurted out that much, I highly doubt that he'll be staying in school for lunch. Isn't that right, Mato? That's right, Vyuda. I wouldn't go to the council room even if you picked me. Fine, you guys enjoy your simple plebeian lunch then. But make no mistake, I'll show you who has the final and real victor is. Shinji half laugh, half cries and goes away. Damn. I really don't get it, but maybe there was something wrong with that, what I just said. Hey, Issei, was that my fault? I'd say so. I do not sympathize with Mato, but choose your words a bit more carefully, Emiya. If I were in Mato's shoes, I would definitely commit suicide. Oh my god! I can't really understand Issei either. Even though he said he has no sympathy towards him, he clasps his hands in silent prayer over Shinji's desk. Maybe he's just planning on guiding his spirit after he commits Sudoku. The bell rings to signal the end of lunch. We conclude our lunch in the student council room, prepare for class about to start in 5 minutes. Shinji's missing. Seems he hasn't come back yet. Danger past. God forgotten, I guess. It seems we have wronged Mato today. The tuna cutlet was particularly good. Maybe we should try giving him a piece to try... It wasn't just Issei who noticed something odd. Everyone in the class is looking out into the hallway to see what's going on. A crowd resembling a circus is approaching. The troop traveling down the hallway appears to include Shinji and many of his first-year female admirers. They all have their lunchboxes and are feeding Shinji. What? Issei stands speechless. Shinji stops to boast. My, isn't it the lowly duo of men who eat their lunch in the company of each other? How could it have been? I do wonder if today's lunch was just as pitiful. There weren't any cheering girls, were there? Ah, Shinji-sama, you're the best. No such thing, eh? Issei starts to shake. Shinji's mood is already mixed. Me? I'm the best. My joy cannot be put into words, and I wanted to share this feeling with you too. Too bad. Damn you, you really are a primitive bastard. Oh no, run away, everyone. That's the smelly student council president over there. If he catches you, he'll make you follow a tasteless dress code. Wow, the whole Shinji circus troupe runs away merrily down the hallway. I'm fairly certain they've rehearsed all this beforehand. I shall not allow escape, Mato. Emiya, tell Fujimura-sensei they went to deal with one of the 3 public enemies of Homurahara. And with incredible speed, Issei follows after them. 3? But even then, being an active member of the student council, he does not run. His walking has already surpassed running, really. Sure, it's a draw. Bell announces the start of 5th period. 4 months before graduation, Ryuta Issei, for the first time in his life, is missed a class. Wild. Oh, hey. Oh, that's right. What'd I do to skip out? It's just a normal day. I'm a part-time job. Don't worry about it. I think sometimes I've mentioned he works at like an alcohol store, a liquor store. I don't remember. Oh, go out for a walk? Oh, alone. I see. Crossing the bridge. I forgot. Crossing the bridge, I head over to Shinto. There's nobody on the pedestrian walkway at this hour. Tonight, with no cars on the roadway, the sound of the breeze from the sea echoes around me. This is becoming more like a rehash of what happened 6 months ago. Back then, too, I went with Saber and Tosaka to Shinto, didn't I? Not a single word exchanged between us, anxious of being led to some unknown place, but at the same time welcoming the new adventure. But how do I feel now? Everyone knows there's something strange going on. What's weird is that, not knowing what's right or wrong, I've settled into the reopened Holy Grail War. Well, I don't mind not having random people trying to pick a fight for no reason. There's no reason to fight. Therefore, there's no risk of dying. Mutual hatred and spite that causes ruin, however. What the fuck? An instant. I probably could not comprehend what was going on till the very end. I collapse on the railing. Streams of blood and life force are gushing out of me. Nothing can save me now. This is a lethal wound, almost the same as instant death. Unconsciously, my dying eyes grab onto the image. No reason to fight. No fear of death, eh? His eyes scorn me for this foolishness. Son of a... Saying nothing, he knocked the fatal arrow. Is it Archer? Archer, what the fuck? Unable to dodge a block, instant death already assured. The second arrow... It is Archer! Motherfucker, what are you doing? Bro! Is that an end? Dead bad end. Damn, what the fuck? Bro! Alright, that's actually pretty nice. The road to Shinto is blocked by a sniper. There's no chance but to defeat this enemy. What? Alright, well... That's an hour 30. I'm curious, but we can leave it there for now. Although I do want to see... What is this? Let's configure the flags, right? Change the game settings? No. There's a thing that's like configure the flags. Oh, hey, you know what? I don't know what this is. Button Fortune Tosaka Shrine. But it looks interesting. Better Fortune Tosaka Shrine. Read explanation. Oh, wow, hey, Tosaka. O ye gods who absolve us of our human misfortunes, please guard us from disaster and purify our worldly sins. To thee I pray. She's probably singing it. Welcome to the Tosaka Shrine. I shall now instruct you in our methods of offering and prayer. In order to keep from offending the gods, it is very important. Look, she has. Is that the jeweled sword? Why are you holding that? In order to keep from offending the gods, it is very important to cleanse yourself. And of course, one cannot forget the other rituals such as clapping your hands. But most important of all, donations. Over everything else, donations. Understood? Oh, on the bottom of the screen are your current funds. Using your funds, you can buy Umikuji, Written Fortunes, and Emma, Votive Pictures. One Umikuji costs 100 yen. The fortunes range in type from great luck to great misfortune. The contents vary from business, love, and academics to travel and lost items. If you are dissatisfied with the results, and you've got the dash, trying again for a better one is A-okay. I don't think that's how Omikujis work. It would probably behavior to show the appropriate restraint. Emma vary in price. Hovering your cursor over the Emma will display its cost, so select carefully after consulting with what remains in your wallet. Depicted on the Emma are the various character images, backgrounds, or other pictures used in this fan disc. Oh, that's right. It is, in fact, technically a fan disc. It seems there are some rare and just plain strange ones among them, too. Well, you probably guessed that already, and be sure to check out the short comments on each one you buy. You can peruse the Emma images you have purchased in your leisure in the Another gallery. The Emma you've already bought will have a mark on them. By clicking them again, you can read short comments this time free of charge. There won't be many Emma at the beginning of the game, but the number will gradually increase as you explore Fuyuki. How indecent. There are 38 Emma in total. Collect them all if you feel like it. Or perhaps I should say, do it even if it costs you your life. Think about the financial fate of our household. So then what happens if those all-important funds run out? If you're thinking that, you're a sharp one. Your starting 500 yen also increases as you move through the game. The method is top secret Tosaka information. I suppose it's not much, so here's a bonus hint. There are several ways to increase your funds. First is to just progress through the story. Maybe you should keep your eyes peeled for any episodes relating to money. Interesting. Or challenge some traditional Japanese games. Or just be born with good fortune. Or something. Your funds will increase without warning, so keep that in mind. For those who are troubled by this, please continue your patronage of our shrine. This concludes the explanation. Thanks for listening. Feel free to take your time looking around. Oh, wow, hey, it's Archer. Or two, you know.
Weird. I'll look at that later when I'm not being filmed. But yeah, that's it, guys. Yeah, I had fun. This was fun, very fun. I didn't know what to expect for Holotraxia. This is really interesting, very fun. I like. Over the course of Stay Night, I had really gotten like a feeling of like I really began to like everybody, even Shinji a little bit. There's nobody in Stay Night that feels wasted. You know what I mean? Those who aren't really important don't really stay their welcome, but those who like play major roles, play them extremely well. Like, I don't like Shinji, but I do appreciate how effective he is at not at making me hate him. It's very it shows good work in writing, which is not something I can really say I'm an expert at, but still, it feels good, and it's fun to be here in Holotraxia. But yeah, with all that said, hope you guys have a lovely rest of your week. Make sure to take it easy on yourselves, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.